Okay, cool. Lights, camera, action. All right.
Here we
So
are.
my first question for you is pretty easy, pretty basic. Where did you first meet?
We met at Holocene the first week of February 2023.
Wow. Dang, you even got the date.
I know. It's right
You're on
here.
it, dude. You're on it. So who made the first move? Like who asked who to dance or
I did
Mhm.
made the first move.
What was that
I
like?
I asked her, she was hanging out with one of her friends. We were there at Holocene and I was like, I asked her if she wanted to dance. I was also
Mhm.
going with a friend, so I was like, dude, I want to dance with Emma, right? Would
Uh-huh.
you dance with her friend? He was like, sure. So then I went ahead and I asked Emma if they wanted to dance with us. Of course, I was asking Emma if she wanted to dance with me, and then
Mhm.
as a consequence, my her friend with Adrienne, and they were like, sure. So then we just danced for like hours
Where was your first kiss?
at Holocene the first week of February in 2023.
Seriously?
Yeah, that was our first kiss.
Okay, so then for that one, who made the first move? Or was it a, do you remember
I
it?
I want to say it was like a 60-40. I did like the
60,
60.
40.
Well, there's two stories. All right, I'm
Okay,
gonna tell you two stories.
okay.
Holocene, we that was our first kiss, first official
Hmm.
kiss, right? But then when we went on our first date, I didn't want to be a jerk and be like, all right, we're here, let's kiss, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to kiss, and Emma wanted me to kiss her, right? So then she ended up like kissing
Initiating.
me. So initiating, yes. So yeah, it's that's the reason I'm like it's like a 60-40 because I did officially the first move, but then like she continued the second move.
Got
So
it. Where was your
yes.
first date? Like
We
official date?
went Yeah, we went to a restaurant called Matador in Northwest Portland, and then we went to Ground Control, which is like an arcade bar in Northwest Portland.
Oh,
So yeah, that was
cool.
our first date. Yeah.
When did you realize that she was the one for you?
This is a two-step process.
Okay, tell me it.
That first night when we met at Holocene, um, I was with my friend, and then we're driving home, and I was like, dude, this feels different. That was like already for like literally like the first night that we met, I was like, I don't know, this just feels like different. I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain it. He was like, yeah, you should like go for it and see how things evolve. I'm like, yeah, one step at a time. But then shortly after, I was on a trip. Then I was in Mexico for a month, and then when I came back, we started spending a lot of time together, a lot of time together, and we actually had like some like really deep and early conversations. And I was like, this is the like this is it. Like shortly after I came back from Mexico and we started dating, and then some of these conversations continued to evolve, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Love/loving has never felt so good. So yeah,
Who said I love you first?
I did.
Yeah.
One time, like Emma was leaving my apartment, and whenever you're like, "Alrighty, bye, see you
Yeah.
later," right?
Hmm.
And then like I'm like, "Alrighty, bye," or I'll text you, I'll see you later. And then I said, "All right, I love you." I was like, "Oh no!" Like whenever I wasn't even planning to do it, right? And then
Hmm.
I closed the door. I was like, "Oh no!"
Uh-huh.
And then like she texted me, she was like, "Did you say I love you?" I was like, "I think I did." So we had a conversation after that, and I think it
Yeah.
just came out like natural.
Yeah. Like it felt natural to do as you were saying goodbye.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, "All
That's,
right, bye, see you later, bye, love you, you're the love of my
yeah.
life." Ah.
I love you. See you for the rest of my life. Will you marry me? Oh, oops.
Oh, oops. How did that happen?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah,
So, what was your first trip that you took together? Like a major trip?
yeah. We went to Bend together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really beautiful because Emma, she was in school, and at that point I hadn't started school yet,
Hmm.
and she had only 1 week of break between one term and the other.
Right.
So that was a spring break,
Hmm.
and we went to Bend for not the entire week, but for like a couple days, and
Couple
that was really
days.
fun. Yes, yes, actually really different, but really cool because I was just driving and we just like talked the entire time. We went on a hike together. Yeah, it was really beautiful.
And what was your first trip outside of the US or outside of the state, I'll say.
Oh, that's a good question. I want to say outside of the state, probably Mexico. That's January 2024.
My next question is, do you know her shoe size?
Of course, she's an eight.
Good. Good job.
Eight US size, five Mexico size. So
So what's her go-to coffee order?
well, it's been changing lately. Lately, it's
Mm,
more, she's been doing an Americano with some
mhm,
fancy syrup and then room for cream.
mhm.
So that's that. But there's always these, the favorite order, I want to say it's an iced coffee. Number one, an iced latte with a
Mhm.
fancy syrup. And that changes. Like that
Yeah,
really changes. It can be a lavender, he's by bees and uh, manufacturing Thailand. It
yeah, yeah,
gets
yeah.
pretty she gets fancy with the syrup. So
Uh-huh.
uh or a matcha.
hmm
So both iced. If it's hot, it's an Americano.
You're really getting the whole spectrum here. You're answering questions I'm not even asking. It's awesome. What's something that always makes her laugh that you notice?
We have like silly dance parties at home.
Hmm
Uh no plans. Just a random song will come up. I start dancing. She starts laughing and then she starts dancing or vice versa.
Yeah.
She will start or I'll start and that's like uh it never fails. It's a good reliable.
If I were to ask the same question, but for you, would it be the same answer, or is there something else specific that makes you laugh?
I think it'll be the same. I think I really enjoy those spaces, like just spontaneous, like, hey, let's just like
Dance
break the
party.
routine, be silly, be ourselves.
What is something that she is most proud of?
She's most proud of accomplishing things that she didn't think she would ever do or accomplish or never even plan on doing.
Hmm
This is a small but a big one. Like she hated running and then she ran a half marathon. So
Yeah.
she was really proud of those. Like even like
Yeah.
from that to like that's a big one, but like kind of like breaking through like those things that she was like, no, I don't think I'm ever gonna do it or I think I like it. And she's like, oh yeah, no, I like it. Like breaking
hmm
through those things that yeah, she didn't think she was gonna do or she was gonna be capable of doing. So yeah.
So then on the flip side, what is something that you are most proud of for you?
It's in the small and the big things. I feel like I really like to set goals and I'm like, I'm gonna do these. And like those are the big things, right? Like once I accomplish like some of the big goals that I established for myself, that's something that makes me feel like really proud. And in the small things, whenever I'm like, you know what, I need to go on a run today, or
Mhm.
like I need to go on a walk, or I need to um, do things for like self-care, and
Yeah.
that really like makes me feel proud. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a small win. That's a small big win for me.
Yeah. So that's really
Uh-huh.
good that both of you
Yeah,
have some pride in being able to take care of yourself. That's awesome.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So then my last and kind of like tie it all together question is what's something you always want her to know, something that she might not remember herself?
Yeah, she's capable. She's got it. She's strong. She's powerful. She's smart. Uh, she's stronger than she can even imagine. And I also want to remind her that I'm always going to be by her side. If we're if she's trying something, she's going somewhere, I just want to remind her that I'm going to be there by her side. If it's to listen, if it's to speak, if it's to laugh, um, uh, I'll always be there. And I'll be her number one fan for the rest of our lives. So, yeah, I want to cheer her for the rest of my life. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, my love. I love you so much.